Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Ghost to Host.
Hello.
I am Aaron Phillips, and this is Tammy. And today we are going to talk about America's Most Haunted. Yeah, since Steven's not here to do that. He's not here yet.
Joik.
But anyways, like I said, we're going to be talking about America's Most Haunted. First off, I want to start out with the Paranormal Stories news section. Okay, here's my story for today. I think our hotel is haunted.
Pretty sure it is.
Like I've described on past shows, up on the 3rd floor in January, they found someone who had died. I guess they said that he was intoxicated with pills and alcohol mixture, and I guess he slipped while getting out of the bathtub, and he smashed his head on the ground. Well, anyways, I had just happened to be working on the 3rd floor today. I was going down the hallway, because that's where our linen closet is. It's just, you go down the hallway, and then you turn, and that's 346 or 341 or wherever he died, down that hallway. But as I'm walking down that hallway, I'm looking at the ground, and I see something white jet past me and turn down the hallway. So I was like, whoa, dude, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh my god.
And then I decided to run down and look down the hallway, and there was nobody there. I have no idea what happened. Didn't see where I need to put these down. I'm just going to be clicking on them the whole time. Didn't see where it went, what happened, anything like that. But it was weird. Like, yeah, it was weird. Weird. Alright, do you have any paranormal stories that you'd like to share for today, Tammy?
Actually on the 3rd floor as well today. The door closed. We put rags, as if you
you have to.
Before, you should know that we are housekeepers at a hotel.
Yeah.
And you put a rag down by the door to keep the door propped all the way open, so anybody can see that you're in that room, and it's just safer that way, I guess. And yeah, I had the rag down, and my person who was helping me with training or whatever, she was in a different room and nobody else was there, and that door slammed shut, and it scared me. I turned around and looked, and I was like, oh. And then I opened the door, and she was standing out there well, not out there, she was in the room next to me, in the bathroom, which is right there still. And I was like, so there's a ghost here. And she's like, huh? I was like, my door just closed. And she's like, oh, yeah, that happens a lot. And I was like, okay.
We need to talk to her. Let's see if she's there tomorrow, and let's talk to her, see if she thinks anything weird is happening. I told him to be quiet. See, there's the 2 honks.
Come in.
But anyways, let's. I told you to be quiet.
I didn't hear that.
No,
in the
on text.
I was driving.
It doesn't stop you. It hasn't stopped you before.
Yeah, well, hello.
It's cool. No cops listen to this show. You're fine.
Stephen Irvine, he drives.
Hey.
I'll get you his license plate number. But anyways, like I was saying, we should talk to her tomorrow and see what she thinks.
Okay, not that late.
See if she has experienced anything. Maybe she'll let us share it or whatever.
I did experience something at home, though.
You always experience something at home.
Time of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we haven't quite finished up with the paranormal news area thing yet. Oh, wait, what was I going to tell you?
That I'm late?
No, I already know that.
So does everybody else.
Dang it.
Shout out to Tasia.
Yeah, Tasia's listening, so that's cool.
Hey, Tasia.
And Zach, you're probably listening.
I hope Zach's listening.
Listener.
Yeah, he's our only devoted listener that will actually listen to us live. But anyways, I had some paranormal news and I forgot what it was. I can't remember what it was. It's gone. Yep, it's gone.
So, I'm on the interweb, right?
That's not a surprise.
Doing my team. And, I kid you not, where my mom's sewing machine is, the little, the wooden doors, the big one and the small, the big one opened. Full on. And then, at work, the big foam cups for the yogurt. I'm mopping, right? All of a sudden, one of the cups just
one of them?
Just one, and I was like, the hell?
Yeah, if they just started, automatically going to go, that would have been weird.
And then I was like, okay, so I threw it away, I started mopping again, I was like, I'm like, what the hell? And then it just kept on going after a while, I'm like, okay, it must be the machine. So that was debunked, possibly.
The yogurt machine did it?
No, maybe.
So you think that the yogurt machine possibly did it?
Either the yogurt machine or the vibrations from the Frill.
Oh.
Or Farrell.
The Frill. It's Frill.
Frill.
Yeah.
Frill.
Yeah, no, not for real. It's frill.
For real friends. Hey, just let any of our listeners know. If you have a paranormal story that's happened to you within the last 24 hours, call.
Yeah, we'll give like about a 2-minute, window. 4 calls before we move on to other things. This might be a good time to recap the show. Steven's not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he has things that he has to do prior engagement. So I'm going to be hosting a show completely on Wicca. Because I feel like it, okay?
Wicca Friday.
That doesn't make any sense because Tammy wanted it Wicca Wednesday. But
yes, I did. But
it can still be Wednesday.
No.
It's just, this one was a prior engagement, so. Oh, you did text me.
I did. And I said be quiet coming in.
Is your phone on silent? Because if it's on silent, you should probably have it to where you can see it.
My phone is not on silent. You can also text me, believe it or not. Not you. You can also text us in, weird stories that we have permission to share on the air. Alright, well.
Okay, cool.
Since there's no one texting or calling in, even though...
Yet. They will.
More than likely they'll just be like,
If you broadcast it, they will come.
I also have to think that the live feed is back a little bit more than... what we're saying isn't what they're hearing right now.
I know that. It's like a 2-second delay.
It's not 2 seconds.
A little bit more?
It's like almost a minute.
It's not that much.
No, it really... Sure.
Alright. So...
Oh, you did do some research.
Like I've said, we're going to be doing a show today on Haunted America. I already did the thunderclap.
Oh, damn.
Actually, it's America's Most Haunted. That's what the title is. It's Ghost to Host America's Most Haunted. Ugh.
Late thunder thing.
Yeah. I went through and I searched many sites and compiled what people thought would be America's Most Haunted. And I came up with 11 different ones because they were all similar. Basically, what I went through is read like different sites and then got the most similar ones. Like which one? Whichever ones were on the most ended up on my list. So whatever they said was the most haunted in America ended up on my list. So first off, this is a place that everybody has heard of. I'm pretty sure. I've never been there. I want to go there, but everybody's heard of it. It is Alcatraz in San Francisco.
Scary jail that I've been to.
That was an accident.
Oh, it's okay. You made it real good.
I didn't mean to do the thunderclap.
Hey, that's 2 days in a row.
I'll do it for all of them. Alrighty. I will read what the history is. It says, with its centuries-old history from ancient Native Americans to Fort Alcatraz to a military barracks, and most often known as one of the toughest federal penitentiaries in the nation, it is no wonder that this place is said to be one of the most haunted in the nation. Often described as a portal to another dimension, Alcatraz is filled with the energy of those who came to the rock and seemingly never left. Today, these spirits that continue to lurk in the shadows of the often fog-enshrouded island have been heard, seen, and felt by both the staff and many visitors to Alcatraz. The sounds of men's voices, screams, whistles, clanging metal doors, and terrifying screams. You already said screams. Are said to be heard within these historic walls, especially near the dungeon.
Oola.
Oola? What the crap is oola?
I don't know.
Oola.
Time to take a drink from the Red Bull.
Alright. Since Steven's been there, he's going to tell you experiences if he can even remember them.
I was like 8.
You were like 8?
If that.
Okay. Do you remember anything?
I remember going in one of the cells where they had the fake heads, and you saw like the little small holes that they climbed through. But they were small.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I couldn't even...
Where they escaped?
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be able to fit
in.
Yeah.
You liar.
I kid you not, dude. They were tiny.
I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could weasel your way in there.
Probably it'd hurt my ribs, but, you know.
But freedom apparently meant a lot to them, so...
Yeah. I went... Their eating area, They actually had like sprinklers attached on the top, but the thing was, instead of water, it was poison. Like it was the crap Hitler used on the Jews in the concentration camp.
Really?
Yeah. So if like they ever went out of line and like it was that bad, the guards would just they never used it, but it was there. I remember our tour guide telling us that.
I just had what Hitler used, and now it's gone.
It was.
I cannot remember what it was.
It was stuff that would kill you. And then, like, my mom got a picture of me and my sister in one of the cells, and, like, they would actually, like, you could close it, and we were like, ah!
Yeah.
And then I was terrified because of the ocean.
The ocean.
Yeah. There's a lot of seagulls, too. I was afraid one was going to hit me.
Do you ever remember seeing any fog or anything there?
Oh, there's a load of fog. I edited myself on that.
You did. It was edited by like an awesome burp, but it was still edited.
A lot of fog.
Yeah. So if anybody has any stories from ever going to Alcatraz, text us, call us, do whatever you want so that we...
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Exactly. So that we can, hear these wonderful stories. I will say that texting is probably a better thing. I was supposed to set up a Skype account today, but I completely forgot. I'll have that set up tomorrow so that we can Skype call people in, and hopefully that'll work better than my actual phone.
All right.
Owie. All right. The next one that I found, as everyone's heard of this, Ghost Adventures has investigated it, but it's called Bachelor's Grove Cemetery.
Ghosts that are buried in your lake thing.
Ghosts?
Demon thing. Crap.
Bodies?
Dead things.
Dead things, yeah.
Al Capone
Was not buried in Bachelor Grove.
No, but he had people whacked there.
In Bachelor Grove.
Mm-hmm. And they would dump the bodies in that little lake.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Right there. Yeah. Alright, let's read up on this. Largely abandoned since the mid-1960s, this 1800s-era cemetery is well known for its haunted stories and ghost sightings. The small cemetery in the Chicago metropolitan area is located near Midlothian or Midlothian?
It ain't me.
No, that was me. Midlothian and Oak Forest, Illinois, in the Rubio Woods Forest Preserve at 143rd Street and the Midlothian Turnpike. Why did I have to choose things that have big words?
There's another thing that happened in Chicago. I think it was Chicago. I know it was in Illinois, so I'm just guessing Chicago. It was the SS Eastland, the Eastland disaster. It had more deaths than the Titanic. I believe it was more deaths than the Titanic, and it happened right after the Titanic, the same year.
That sucks.
But with the bodies, they actually put them in the studio that Oprah Winfrey used it on for her show.
Yeah.
And they would report hearing footsteps, people crying, what sounded like wet footsteps going through. It was pretty cool. That was just a side note.
Alright, anyways. Victims to vandals over the years. Many of the tombstones are toppled, and rumors circulate that the cemetery has been the location for satanic and occultist groups performing ceremonies. That's probably teeth.
Hard to draw.
Oh. That's probably true. A lot of people are weird that way.
Yeah.
Over the years, numerous stories have been told of glowing balls, sightings of apparitions, strange noises being heard, including moans, squeaks and groans, and voices. Paranormal investigators report strange photos, anomalous recordings, and sightings of unbelievable creatures. I'd kind of be